Welcome to the show, and today I want to talk about camping. We're here in our campsite in the southwest area of Missouri, only 20 minutes from Arkansas's border. We're southwest, and my daughter lives in northwest Arkansas. And we have our camper here on this site, and there's our Kia, and the dog's over there. I can't see her very well. My husband's taking her for a walk, if you can see her at all. There she is, Addie, if you can see her. Sorry if you can't. So today I want to talk about camping. I enjoy camping. And our cell phone pickup here is pretty bad. Our cell phone, whatever, connecting to any cell towers. For my phone especially has been terrible. So I haven't been able to really, I like to search for things, if you know what I mean, like bargains. Like to go camping, try to find a low price campsite that has a lot of good things. Or just a lower price that you can stay longer and pay less. Why would you pay more if you don't have to? So this place here is very good, and we did really good. But there's no internet other than my husband can get something on his cell phone, so we've been watching some TV with YouTube TV, which we enjoy YouTube TV. So I can't search, so camping has been a little, I don't know, tense for me because I can't search for things like, I like to check Verbos, what's VRBO, what houses are lower priced in Central Florida if we would like to go visit his brother who lives down there, or his sister who has a home in Florida. She goes down every 2-3 months down there. And Verbo would be nice because she has a lot of people, my husband's sister, and his older brother that lives in Florida, in Central Florida, has a son that lives there that's in his 40s, and the bathroom is pretty bad as far as being clean, and I don't want to stay there for that reason. I'm not a fussy person. It can be dirty, but I'm talking it's really bad. So maybe he's keeping it clean, though. I'm not holding my breath for that. So when we go to Pennsylvania, his one older brother will let us stay at his house. And he has a German Shepherd too. So we have our German Shepherd, he has his, so that should be fun this year, going up there. And camping is fun too if you want to save money. But here's what's bad about camping. Gas prices, when a certain president became president, well, maybe it's not his fault like they say. I'm not going to even go into that. But it's the president before caused all this problem. Anyway, whoever caused it, I have no idea what's going on in their heads. I know that gas went from around $2 a gallon to over $4 something for a while. When we first got the camper, we bought it, gas was $2. I'm just going to say that as an average. Gas was $2 a gallon when we bought this camper and had payments on it, and this car so we could tow it. We still have payments on that. We have 5 more years to pay that off because it was a 7-year payment. So this is paid off because we sold our house, and paid this off because this is our house because we live with our daughter in Alabama. So camping has gotten super expensive as far as towing the camper. As now gas is like $3.25 a gallon. But it's still $1 something more than when we first bought the camper. And we were thinking that it would stay low. What was I thinking? I don't know. Anyway, we do like camping, and it is still less than a Verbo or Airbnb or hotels. Some of those hotels. And are you enjoying the scenery in this place? It's beautiful. My dog's barking at probably a cat. There is a stray cat everywhere we go. There's a feral cat for some reason. And then the neighbor has a couple dogs too, the camper beside us. So either she's barking at the cat or the neighbor's dogs or a cow. Because sometimes this field right over here has some cows. And she'll bark at them. She barks at horses too. I don't know why she's so thinking horses or cows are going to attack us. So camping has been a little more expensive than I thought it would be because the gas, it doubles. So we're taking a trip to Pennsylvania, and we're figuring we'll need 3 tanks of gas. But if we towed the camper up there, it's going to be 6 to 7 tanks full of gas. So camping, think about it, and then maintaining your camper. The camper doesn't, I mean, it depreciates quicker than a house will, but a camper, our camper was 26,000, but campers can run up to 80,000 to 150,000, depending what kind of camper you want. A fifth wheel, one that's like a mini, like a bus or a mini bus, or one that you can drive with a van type front, or a fifth wheel that you tow. It can be up to 40 some feet long. Ours is 18 feet, so. And we gotta, maintain it. Keep the things repaired, so. Well, if you own a house, it's the same thing, so. Camping has been fun. I enjoy it. And we mostly watch the news. My husband likes to watch news. And I watch news from one spectrum to the other, like a man that was going on a cruise down in New Orleans. There she is, our girl Abby. A man was going on a cruise to New Orleans. He was driving down there. I think they stayed in a hotel somewhere near New Orleans. And they were going to drive to the port where the ship goes out, my favorite ship, the Carnival Valor at New Orleans port. And I don't know the story 100%, but I saw it on the news and I was like, phew, wow, blew my mind that it was the local news thing, or either it was on a YouTube news, like a cruise news, that he went in somewhere and left the car running, and with his wife in the car seat, in the front seat, not car seat. She's not in a car seat. In the seat of the car. I'm laughing because I laugh under stress, but I'm really stressed out, upset about this. I know you shouldn't be anxious for anything. And don't worry, because it doesn't add anything to your life. It only takes away. But he went in to get something or do something and left the car running with his wife in it. And a young gentleman with a gun came out of the alleyway or whatever and told the wife to get out, and he stole the car. But right when all this was happening, the man came out and he tried to stop the guy from stealing their car, and the guy that stole the car, the young gentleman, shot him point blank and killed him dead. Murdered him. And then the news isn't even freaking out about that they shot this young gentleman. I shouldn't even say the color of the skin, but he was a black young gentleman, shot a white guy right in the face. And nothing's being, talked about, that it's such a horrible thing. Racism, 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 all this crap. But then on the subway in New York, a guy that has 40 whatever things against him, 40 things, and he tried to kidnap a 7-year-old girl, and because he was black, and the Marine that's 24 years old that held him in on the elbow hold, like they're taught to hold someone down. He was already on some kind of drug for schizophrenia. This guy who died, this black guy died. White guy's a Marine, so now the white guy is a horrible person like the cops are, and they're screaming and hollering. They should have said to this gentleman, this black guy that was a schizophrenic, yelling, I want to die, I'm not afraid to die, and I'm going to hurt people, and all this stuff. And the one lady on the subway said, the people that helped saved people's lives, because this guy was going to do something to somebody. So the people that held him down, and then the Marine that's 24 years old, now he's sentenced to, well, he's not sentenced yet, but he could get up to 15 years for involuntary manslaughter when he had no intentions of killing anyone. He was just holding him down, trying to stop him from whatever he's doing. There's people actually saying on the news that people should have said, hey, can we help you with anything? Can we do anything? Can we help you? What can we do for you to calm him down? I don't know if at the time when he's coming at you saying words like, I'm not afraid to die, and things like that, whatever it was, I don't know the exact words, that you wouldn't be able to say, oh, can I help you with something? Oh, here's my purse. Here, take all my money. Take everything. Here, hurt me, punch me in the face so you feel better. When this guy on the news, this really weird guy, says you should have asked him what he needed, and his past shouldn't matter what he did in the past. So why is everything every president's done in their past or person running for political office so important? Like 40 years ago he said, women let me grab their pussies. And he didn't say he grabs them on his own. They left him because he has all this money. But 40 years ago, that still matters to people. It's probably more than 40 years ago. The world is so upside down and confusing and crazy right now. But anyway, I was talking about camping, wasn't I? But camping, doesn't change that the world is messed up big time. So I'm going to go to my family reunion this year. We're not taking the Zinger Light, though. I'm going to try to have a good time and have some fun. Enjoy every minute of your life. Every second, if you can. And realize right now the world's messed up. It's upside down. It seems like what is wrong is right to people, and what is right is wrong to people. If someone's going to steal my purse, I'm supposed to say, yeah, here, take it. Sooner than you murder me. But this is so true. If he goes to take my purse and I shoot him or hurt him, I'm the bad person. But if he goes to take my purse and he hurts me, shoots me, and takes my purse, it's okay. He will get left out as long as I'm still alive. And even though I have broken bones in my body or bruised up and pain the rest of my life from him punching my face in, it's okay. But I punch his face in because he's stealing my purse. I'm the criminal. I'm the bad person. Do you see what I'm trying to say here? Do you understand? Do you get it? It's not about the color of our skin. It's about our hearts. Trash comes in all colors. There's bad people in every race. Ooh, it's got a trailer full of horses or cows there. So, anyway, there's bad people in every race. It's the intention of the heart. That guy that was screaming and yelling and had 40 things against him, plus he tried to kidnap a 7-year-old girl. I don't know if his past didn't have nothing or if he had 40 things against him. He was insane. He could have killed people with his bare hands. It took like 4 to restrain his rear. And they're saying that this Marine is the bad person because he's white, probably. This world is effed up. The Bible says it is, as in the days of Noah, marrying and giving in marriage. It's all about yourself, your flesh, the island. Let's fly to the island and have 14, 15-year-old girls like that was going on that island. And nothing's done to them. Things that Hunter's done. He has a daughter from a girl that was a stripper, but he doesn't even acknowledge his own daughter, his own flesh and blood. Oh, and then the family stuff. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I'm not judging. I'm talking about the truth. Judge not, lest you be judged. Well, I've been judged a few times by a lot of people, including my family. Your little problems are nothing. Yeah, okay. Anyway, don't get me started. But, yeah, repent, turn around, and try and sin no more. And that's what most of my family has done. It doesn't change the past and the truth of it. Anyway, we should learn from it. But reparations, well, let's give reparations to the Israel people that were slaves in Egypt. All their ancestors from over 2,000 years ago. All the people that still, let's do DNA tests, and all of them that still have the blood type of people that were Israelites or Jewish people that were definitely in that lineage. Give them reparations. Let's give them 4 or 5 million. Now they're saying in California these people should have reparations of up to, I don't know, 20 million? Is that what I heard? Somebody slapped me. 20 million. I've done nothing. My ancestors, maybe hundreds of years ago, even 75 years ago, but I dated a black guy. A lot of my family's married to black people. Um, I'm just saying, I am sort of a tone of, what color is my skin? Yellowish? I don't even know. Jesus loves us all. Red and yellow, black and white. Sin, the guy who brought slaves over here from the people who sold their people that were the same color skin to him into slavery, sold them. He wrote a song called Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Because it was all about the money. Because the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. And lots of evil things are done. And sometimes you want to slap the crap out of your own family that's doing something that's really stupid. Thing is, be angry and sin not. Don't sin. A lot of the people that were considered slaves, and some were really treated bad, some were family too. They were treated like family. And I think one of the politicians even had a child with one of the slaves that he fell in love with. A daughter, I think. Oh yeah, you can say I'm a liar, but I'm not. I'm just saying what I believe and heard in the news. So anyway, the world is upside down, round and round. What's that song? Anyway, it's the condition of your heart that makes you a bad person. We try to overcome evil with good, but some people just, you try to do good and they just suck the life out of you. Yeah, we can win them one by one, and there's no better friend than someone who'll die for you. Well, try to help someone on the, it wasn't just those 4 guys against that guy. There's a lot of other people on that, including an elderly lady on that subway car. So, and then they're on rioting and not letting people on to go to work. What in the world? Attention seeking for sure. I'm attention seeking, I'll admit it. I need some validation, people. Help me get some validation. I didn't get much nurturing. Oh, people say you're raised just like the rest of us. And then my one sister, the oldest one, in fact, says, I wish you would have known the daddy I knew. He wasn't so grumpy and everything else. Well, yeah, people change, times change, things change. We're living from paycheck to paycheck. Social Security check to Social Security check right now. And they're trying to let more people in the USA and give them more funds, more insurance. They talk like Medicare is free for us. It's not. 160 some comes right off the top of my Social Security check to pay for my Medicare. And then to have the supplemental to pay after that 200 and some dollars that we have to pay every year if we're seen by a doctor or hospital or hospitalized. I don't know the whole deal. But we pay also $150 a month for a supplemental. So 160 plus 150 of my money totals $310, give or take a few bucks. $310 a month I pay for my medical. Yet they say it's free, Medicare's free. It is not free. It is not free. I was paying through the marketplace in the United States around $170. And now I pay off the top of my Social Security check, like I said, around $160, and then around $150 for a supplemental. My husband pays around the same for his Social Security. So every month he gets $2,200. I get $1,100, give or take a few bucks. And that's what we live on. You know, and then they're giving it away to people. Insurance, you must allow them in schools. You must, and we worked for this Social Security. It's not. It's our money that we paid in over 35, 40 years. So they want to give, I'm all for immigration and the immigrants who went through the process. There's plenty of them here. This is a land of the people who, a melting pot who came together, and I love this country. Patriot? No, just someone who appreciates what the country's done and what politicians used to be like. In the last 30 years, it's been sucky, to say the least, going to the island and doing things that are so inappropriate and abusing people. People that guy took over to that island saying they could be models someday and talking them into doing stuff that they really didn't want to do in the first place. They didn't think that's where they were going. Anyway, if I offended someone, forgive me. But I'm just talking truth here. And don't get me started on the non-gender, and what's the other word? Non-binary. What? 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 I said that in another video, so I hope you're having a wonderful day and that you just keep dancing.